Awesome. Well, thank you, Claudia, for coming in today.
Thank you for the invite. I'm very happy to be here.
Yeah, of course. I was on Facebook, passed a post of you in your store, and caught my attention right away, so I had to call you as soon as I could. So, yeah, I'm glad you could be here. So tell everybody, what's the name of your store? How long has it been open?
My store name is Vinyl Creations by CR. We're located in Woodstock, Georgia. And we just had the store first anniversary 2 weeks ago, actually.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
That's nice.
Yes, we opened, the actual business has been open since 2016. But we only had website, and I was working from home.
Okay.
Because my kids were very small, and I wanted to be home, and I want to be do something that I really love. So it was for 5 years. We were at home, working from home, just shipping stuff.
Yeah.
And then, the business started growing and growing. I needed a space. So a little bit over a year ago, I decided to rent a space and open an actual shop where people can walk in and look around and have a better idea about the products we sell. So we opened on February 14th. I will never forget this. February 16th, by the way. I'm sorry. And we have to close the next day because Georgia closed because of COVID. So we basically opened the shop, and then we have to close for 8 weeks.
Wow.
Yes.
But you were able to pick it back up when everything opened up, right?
Yes, we have to adjust a few things. We continue the shipping the online orders as normal, and what we did is once we are able to open the shop, we did it in stages. First, we give the customers the option to just pick up. They were able to just place an order and pick up, and we just go to the door, give them their order. Then, slowly, according to the CDC guidelines, we open back up, asking our customers to wear masks, social distancing,
right.
Sanitizing our shop constantly to make sure that we are safe, our customers are safe as well.
Right. Well, that's good. So tell us what you have here with us on the table. This is so exciting because this is also my hobby, but the only difference is you were smart and made a career out of it. I just do it for friends and family, for presents.
So this whole thing, I got so excited about this brand, Caesar. 8-9 years ago, I started to do little stuff for my kids, and I love this brand so much because they have such a great quality product and so many different type of vinyl textures that you can use for any kind of project. And I decided that it was a great idea for me to start selling it.
Okay.
Because I wanted to share, the brand, how the great things you can do with it.
The quality.
So we have here, this is Caesar Opal Holographic. And the name of it is this one. And the name of it is Fire Lit.
Oh.
Yes. And it's because it shifts colors from orange to reds to yellows. This one over there is the holographic rainbow. Is one of the most popular vinyls from Caesar.
Eye-catching.
It's eye-catching, yes. It doesn't matter what you do with it. It's going to pop. It's very beautiful. And then the regular one is Easyweed. That is the most popular one.
And that's more matte.
It's a matte color, but they have a different type of texture too on that one. On Easyweed, they have the matte color line, and they have a little bit glossy one. It's not much a difference, and they have the option of being stretched too.
Is that supposed to be like the sport?
Exactly.
Wear sport flex or something like that.
So if you're using it for like a material that have a little bit stretchiness on it, like Lycra or something, you can use a stretch instead of the regular Easyweed.
Okay. Yep. And you have a heat press to do all this?
Oh, yes.
Okay,
yes.
Good. Say, if you're using an iron like I do at home, I couldn't imagine you trying to do this.
But this is the beauty of this product, that you can use a a home iron.
Yeah.
And you will be okay. You will get a great result too. I do it with a heat press. And yeah, great. You always can get a great result at home too.
Yeah. I love it. And what about these cups?
Okay, so my cups are made with our line of adhesive vinyl. We have these one, for example, have glitter and opal holographic adhesive, and we seal it with resin or epoxy.
Okay.
Yeah, so that makes it more resistant to the washes and the time and the uses because when you're constantly touching something that have vinyl only, eventually it's gonna fall off. So with the resin, you're giving it a little extra layer of protection. It's gonna last a little bit longer.
Oh, for sure.
Yep.
And then I think you said this was one of the
So
patterns.
I decided 2 years ago I wanted to add a little bit more of what I like. So I decided to create a little bit of my own design pattern, which we do sell in our shop and in our website. So this is just a little bit of I brought a little bit of sheets to show you what I've been creating on the past 2 years.
Oh, I love that pink one.
It's actually, this one is one of the most popular ones.
It's so pretty.
So I have this one in 3 different colors. I have the pink, I have the purple, and I have the red and blue. And the pink one is always people's favorite. I think I like it too.
Yeah, it's so pretty. I love it.
It's very girly.
That could be why too.
Yes.
And you're also talking about this pillow that you made this for or the idea stemmed from your husband.
Well, my husband said now he claims he's not as big as fan as he is. But my 18-year-old, he's an old soul.
Yeah.
And he loves, Jimi Hendrix and the Beatles and everything that it's,
Love it.
So I told him, you know what? I'm going to make you a nice pillow of Marilyn Monroe that you can put in your room. So this is a new technique. They call it Espiral Betty.
Okay.
That you pretty much can do any picture. And a picture of yourself, of your pet or your kids, and espiral. So, I mounted the picture of Marilyn Monroe and did that technique for the pillow. And I just love it.
It's so fun.
It's fun, yes.
It's something different.
Exactly. You give it a little extra, if you want something different. And it's funny because when you cut it in your Cricut or your Silhouette, and you cut it and you see, I don't see the picture, and it happened to me. I started, get scared. I'm like, I don't see the picture. I don't know what it is. And then you started weeding the material. And the beautiful thing about it is Caesar Easyweed. These, I was able to peel everything in one piece.
What?
Yes.
Oh, because it's all spiral.
A
That's
spiral.
right.
Yeah. So it was a
I bet that's so satisfying.
Yes. It was so fun. So I would just peel it off and it came off in one long string. So after you weed it, then you can see the picture. You're like, okay, that's nice. And when you press it, it's just beautiful.
Oh, I love it. That's so great. So you're also talking about you do some classes. Are you gonna start doing classes?
Yes.
Tell us about that.
So in this month, we're gonna have our first Cricut class. Ooh. It's gonna be a very basic one. If you have that Cricut in a box, you got it for Christmas, you're scared to use it, you need to take it with you to our shop. We're gonna take care of it. We're gonna teach you how to use it, the basic stuff, and then we're gonna have a silhouette class as well. And in the summertime, we have lined up a great set of classes about sublimation. We're gonna do tumblers. We're gonna do Procreate program class, Adobe Illustrator. I have a great group of friends too that are supporting me, and they are willing to come to Woodstock to help me and give these classes as well.
Oh, so are they helping teach the class or they're taking the class?
They're actually, some of them are giving the class.
Oh.
Yes. Yeah.
So these are other crafty friends.
Exactly.
Oh, I love that.
Yes. And you know, it's a very big business, very small community too.
Yeah.
You know, we know of each other, and one of the things I love is that some of these crafters do amazing work. So I as a person, I know my limitations. I know what I can do. I know what I'm better at, and I know when somebody else do a better job.
Right.
So they are so kind to me, and I invited them, and they accepted. So we're gonna do, especially Adobe Illustrator. I'm good at it, but I'm not great.
Yeah.
So I'm very, very happy. One of my friends decided to come and help me out with that. I have my friend Toby from Texas. He's amazing in sublimation. I do sublimation as well, but I think he does better job than me. So I was like, well, you know what? Just come over and let's do a class together.
So what is sublimation? I feel like I know what that is, but I don't at the same time.
Sublimation pretty much is you have the print. Sublimation, it reacts with the heat. The ink reacts with the heat. So you need a sublimation printer. It's a special ink that reacts with the heat. So when you print and you press, then you will be able to, the material will absorb the ink with the heat.
Okay.
So it gives you a little bit more advantage. Like if you don't want to weed a lot of material or layer a lot of different colors of vinyl, sublimation would be an option.
Okay.
The only difference is that with sublimation, you cannot do dark colors. And you have to be very careful. Your material have to be high content of polyester because sublimation doesn't go well with cotton.
Okay.
So, it's a little bit limitations. Every material have limitations. You just have to find a way to go around it.
Okay.
Basically.
When you're saying it's when it I guess infuses into the shirt, is that kind of like the new? I saw Cricut has a new thing, infusible ink.
It's the same concept.
Okay, because I haven't used it yet. I've been wanting to.
It's the same concept, but it's not the same.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the same concept that you need heat for that to be absorbed. With the infusible ink, you can do pretty much any material.
Okay.
As far as I know, and with sublimation, it's just a little bit of limitations here and there.
Okay.
But Caesar did something amazing over a year ago, and they created a vinyl that you can sublimate.
Oh.
It calls Easy Subli. We sell that one as well, and with that one now you can sublimate cotton and you can sublimate dark colors as well.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that's gotta be useful and helpful for people who are doing that.
Yes, absolutely. So if you love sublimation, but you always find that wall that you cannot create anything in dark colors or you cannot do cottons, then use our product of Easy Subli and you're gonna, move away with that.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to come visit your store because I love new stuff and I've never used that before. I didn't even know what it meant.
Yes.
So
you
I'd love to
definitely.
check it out and come and buy some of it.
Yes, you need to come over. We do the service of printing sublimation transfer as well. So if you don't have a sublimation printer, but you want to try it out, we can do that for you in the store. You can just walk in, tell us what you want to print, and we print it for you.
Wow.
Yep.
Well, that's exciting. I'm gonna have to remember that.
Yes.
So tell us, before you started all of this with your at home years ago, what were you doing before that?
Just raising my children and, just stay home mom. And many years ago, 8 years ago, my best friend, Serena, she had this embroidery machine.
Oh.
And we used to just hang out. She was a stay-home mom as well. And we used to just hang out. And I started getting into that. It's like, I love the idea that you just take different things and make something, totally different. Customizable, exactly. And she used to make things for me and my children all the time. So I stopped nagging her and I just got my silhouette. And she started teaching me, hey, you can do this, you can do that. So it was a hobby. It was just something fun to do for my kids, to decorate my house. I even, did stuff for my church, if they needed something for the walls or for the windows.
Yeah.
I helped with that. And then suddenly it clicked. It's like, hey, this can be a business. And that's how the whole idea to do the hobby a business came out to me.
Okay.
Yep.
So I'm gonna guess that you're like me and you don't buy presents. You make presents.
No, I don't buy presents. And very rarely, if it's something my kids really want and I cannot make it, I do buy it. But
Yeah.
everybody gets something personalized.
Oh, me too.
Everybody, my mother-in-law, my sister-in-laws, my mom, my dad, even my husband. If it's something that he likes and I can make it, I'm making it.
Right.
I'm not buying anything. The only way that if I'm buying something is to support other crafters.
Right.
I believe that we are better and grow when you help others too. I love to help other crafters and motivate them. And this is why, I'm in the business of what I am in, because I love when people come to my shop and they're like, oh, I don't have no idea what I'm doing. Can you guide me a little bit? I love that. I love to be able to see these other crafters' faces when I tell them, hey, but you can do this will help. And they're like, oh, that is awesome. And they feel more confident when they leave my store. So I love to do that.
Yeah. Just like how I didn't know what sublimation was.
Yes.
Exactly. Just teaching me things.
Yes, you need to come over.
But I was reading on your bio that you put in here. Where did it go? That you came from El Salvador. Tell us about that.
Okay. I was born and raised in El Salvador.
Okay.
And almost 2 decades ago, I met my husband.
Oh.
My husband is from Romania.
Okay.
But he grew up in Mobile, Alabama. So for work, he went to El Salvador. And I was working on this transportation company. They used to make business with the company he was working with.
Okay.
So that's how we met, through work.
Okay.
And then, we got married. Our 2 older children were born in El Salvador. My oldest is almost 20 years old, and he's in the Army. Then I have my 18-year-old. He is a senior in high school this year.
Okay.
Which is fun. And then I have 4 sons.
Okay.
So my 2
Bless
oldest.
your heart.
My two oldest were born in El Salvador. So by the time my husband contract in El Salvador was over, they said, hey, you need to come back to the States, So we did all the paperwork, and we came to South Carolina.
Okay.
Summerville, South Carolina, I remember. And it was so much fun. Like many immigrants, I came to a whole new world, no speaking the language.
Right.
And I remember so vividly until today, even today, that we came December 9, and my husband had the Christmas party on the 11th.
Oh.
So I was
Like a company Christmas party?
yeah, exactly. And
Okay.
I was like so nervous because, I could say, hi, nice to meet you. My name is Claudia. But that's it.
No. Oh.
So I was like, oh, so nervous. And my husband said, no, just relax. It's going to be okay. I'm here with you. So he made sure I was comfortable. He said, look, you do your best. When you feel that you don't understand something, just, squeeze my arm. I translate for you.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, I go. And then, we went to the party and people wanted to talk to me. Here, this Southern friendliness of people. And they wanted to talk to me. They wanted to know about me and everything. And I was like, oh, yes, no, no. And I don't know what to say. So my husband is like, listen, don't stress about it. It's gonna be okay. They already know you don't speak English, so it's gonna be okay. So I was like, you know what? I never want to feel this way ever again. I want to be able to communicate to people. And I talk a lot. Latinos talk a lot. We like to talk. We like to socialize. And so I felt very frustrated. So I went home and I was like, you know what? I don't like this feeling. I'm going to take care of this. And I made myself a promise that the next year, for the next Christmas party, I will be able to speak with everybody.
Okay.
So for a whole year, I was watching TV only in English, listening music only in English, and practice with my husband every day, practice with my neighbor, Regina. I remember that she was so much fun. When I don't know what to say, I just make signs with my hands. I was like, this thing. I remember I needed a screwdriver, and I don't know how to say screwdriver. So I was like, this thing that you use to when, these, and she was like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. So I went to the door and point to the, screw, and I was like, to take that. And she's like, oh, screwdriver. So I think so, yes. So if we, I had a great support from my husband. I think it was amazing the way that he helped me. Mm-hmm. So the next Christmas party I made sure I say hi to everybody.
Right.
And I just started talking to everybody. And say, hi, how are you? How's the family? Blah, blah, blah. And so many people were in shock.
Like, who is this girl?
They were like, one of them said, oh, you talk. I said, yes, I do. Now you're going to regret this. Because I was talking to everybody, and everybody was in shock that I learned so fast.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, how did you do that? I was like, because I can imagine going to a foreign country and learn the language in 1 year. Mm-hmm. I was like, how you do that? I'm like, look, I
was determined.
I'm determined. Yeah. I wanted to do it. I don't want it to feel uncomfortable anymore.
Yeah.
And I wanted to communicate to people. I like to talk to people. Mm-hmm. I like to help and know about others, because that's the way I learn,
right.
So I was so hungry to learn about the culture, about the country, about, everything. And I did. I did it in 1 year. And everybody was in shock. Everybody was like wondering, what did she do? And it's like, did you buy a program to learn the language? I'm like, no, just watch TV and listen to music and talk to my husband.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, But I have to give credit where credit is due. My husband is a very good teacher too.
Is he?
He speaks 5 languages.
Oh, what languages?
He speaks Romanian, Spanish, English, French, and Italian.
Oh, wow.
And he's learning Portuguese. Yeah, I'm so jealous.
I have a friend who's Brazilian, and they speak Portuguese, and it sounds like Spanish and Italian put together.
Yes.
And there's some, I want to learn it, but it's just, I only know English. I just, because I'm starting to be friends with all of her friends.
Yes.
And they'll like go back and forth, like half of a sentence is in Portuguese and half is in English. And I'm like, I don't know how to respond to this because I didn't know what the first part of the sentence was.
We do that. We do that a lot, I think.
Yeah, you put on, I thought that was so funny. You said I speak Spanish, English, and Spanglish. LOL.
Yes.
I laughed at that.
Because I do that a lot.
Yeah.
Sometimes, and I explained to one of my friends, we were talking about it, and I tell her, sometimes I feel that I'm still not communicating well in English. She said, no, I don't think so. You do good. Mm-hmm. She said, I just feel that, my dominant language is still Spanish.
Right.
So if you come to me and you speak Spanish to me, oh, goodness, hours and hours. So I tell her, it's funny how the brain works, because when you're speaking to me, I'm translating in my brain, and then I'm figuring out how to answer to you in English. It's like, wow, that's crazy. And it's just, now it's automatic. Mm-hmm. It's just like something switch in there, And when you're speaking to me, I immediately can reply in English. I don't even have to translate anymore, but time to time,
Yeah.
when I get, happy, excited, or angry, I just like Spanish come out. And that's why I say I speak Spanglish. Because my kids too speak Spanglish too.
Oh, do they?
They do.
So does your whole house, everybody does that? Or your two youngest, do they really know Spanish since they weren't born in El Salvador?
The little one, my youngest is 6, and we been pushing, it's like, don't lose the Spanish, it's important. So it's funny.
I wish I knew Spanish.
Yes, because in the little one, here and there, he said words in Spanish, but then most of it is in English. My 12-year-old, he does a little bit, or if I tell him in Spanish, he answer me in English. So I know he understands what I'm saying, but he is a little bit shy about speaking it. So I'm like, honey, it doesn't matter if you say something wrong. Just say it,
Yeah,
just
gotta
say
try.
It. Yeah. I still now learning some words here and there, but I'm like, well, the only way I'm gonna find out if I'm saying it right is for me to say the words, and then somebody will say, hey, no, that's not how you say it.
Yeah. Learning from your mistakes.
Exactly. But my oldest, he speaks a little bit of Spanish. My second oldest, nothing. And it's funny because he's the one that looked the most Latino of all my 4 children. So nothing. You speak to him and he's like, no habla español. So he's like, but you're Hispanic, right? It's like, yeah, but no, I don't. So we make fun of him all the time.
That's like my husband. He's half white, half Mexican. But if you're just meeting him, no way you would know. But after knowing it, you can kind of see it on his face that he's half Mexican. But I think he lived in Mexico for 6 months at one point, and from that he can understand some of it. He can't speak any of it, but if he's got to repeat something back, he can say it with the accent and like say it correctly.
Yes.
But we were talking here in the office about we were all thinking about learning Spanish together, and still working on that. But but John is my husband. He said that I should watch Spanish movies and shows and stuff like that.
It's a great way.
Yeah.
That's how I learned to speak English, just watching movies. And I used to fight with my husband and say, hey, put the subtitles. And I said, no, because that defeat the purpose.
That's what I was going to say. Did you do that? Because I don't know. I feel like that would... but you don't know what they're saying.
What we did is that we were the main words, colors and numbers and,
like the beginner words.
Exactly.
Okay.
Don't overwhelm yourself, just the basic stuff. And then when we were watching a movie, I just I was watching a movie and I was like this because I was trying to, did I miss something? And it's a little bit confusing in the beginning, but you are training your hearing, your ear to listen to the different accent and the words and how people talk. So it really helped me. But at the same time, my husband was like holding my hand, tell me, this is that, this is that. I still have trouble doing the whole past sentence and the present and all the stuff. I say some words which I meant to say in the past sentence and I still say it in the present sentence. So I'm working on that. But I go around. I'm able to go to the supermarket and ask for what I need. I'm able to talk to my customers and I haven't have any complaints about it so far.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like you even had to struggle about it at any point. It sounds a lot more natural than what you were saying.
Thank you.
So it sounds great.
Thank you.
Great English.
Awesome.
Kudos to the movies and the shows and the music. Well, Claudia, thank you so much for coming in and doing this with us.
Thank you.
It was fun. I was very excited, and you didn't let me down.
Oh, awesome. I'm so happy that for the invite.
Yeah.
And, I'm very thankful for the chance to come here and talk to you.
Yeah, of course. So tell everybody how we can find you, your website, you have social media, your phone number we can call you at.
Our website is www.vinylcreationsbycr.com. Our Facebook page is at Vinyl Creations by CR. And we're on Instagram too. It's at Vinyl Creations CR. Our phone number is 770-485-1062. And we are in Woodstock, Georgia.
Okay. Awesome. Well, thank you. Appreciate
Thank you. Have a good day.
Yes.
Bye.